Hi, we decided to do our presentation over the company SoftBank. SoftBank CEO is Masayoshi Son. He's invested in just about every major startup in the past few years, and his interests are aligned with artificial intelligence and the Internet of Things, all the way to computerized enhancements for the human body.
Some history about SoftBank. As Harley introduced, Matsuyoshi Son was born in Korea but grew up in Japan. Son was 24 when he first founded the SoftBank Group Corporation in Japan. SoftBank started up packaging technology and selling magazines before it started investing. SoftBank is now worth $24.63 trillion, even though it recently took a hit from its acquisitions of Sprint. Um, SoftBank even made a new investment fund called the Vision Fund, which is worth $1 billion. We will talk about that later in a different slide.
One of the companies that SoftBank recently started cooperating with is Intuitive. They're based in the Middle East, and one of their strong points are the Internet of Things and artificial intelligence, which aligns greatly with SoftBank. They build things like robots, drones, and augmented reality and virtual reality, and kind of like the Oculus Rift, if you know what that is, a VR headset.
Another company that they have kind of bought things from are Boston Dynamics and Shaft, the two companies they bought in 2016. The first company, Boston Dynamics, helped develop the robotic dog, and the second lab is Shaft, which made the first bipedal robotics. They are used for like military and advancing the robotics field.
In the military, they're used for, say that the military has to carry all this luggage. Well, now they can just put it on the dog, and in the field, the dog can carry all that weight. Because it's a robot, they can carry much more. They've also been teaming up with Honda. SoftBank has one of their labs, Kokoro SB, partnering up with Honda, and they've been using something that they call PepperTech. PepperTech is something that they called after one of their robots, which is a robot that can determine what emotion a human is feeling. They've been trying to put this in cars to develop a robot that can be in your car that's like Siri, but can determine what emotion you're feeling. This can be used for things like long car rides, directions, of course, but mostly they want it to be able to help you with things like if you're getting frustrated, to help calm you down in hard driving and things like that.
Other plan kind of for Honda is to like pursue the research and a view to like the future adoption of fifth generation mobile communication system standards. Another company that they've invested to is ARM. They bought $32 billion of ARM holdings really recently, and they're making 3 billion phones worth of processors. They're mainly a chip-based manufacturing company, and their intent toward like develop the Internet of Things and um, like they uh, worked together with Alphabet and bought up Boston Dynamics and the dog robot.
ARM's chips are mostly used in phones, like iPhones, because Intel, when they first started developing CPUs for phones, ARM developed chips that were smaller, cooler, and didn't need as much power. And ever since, Intel just hadn't been able to keep up with the performance that ARM's chips has been using. All right, so as you just saw in the video, SoftBank has made a fund which they call the Vision Fund. It's $100 billion, which different investors can invest into, which will be dedicated to helping tech startups and other tech businesses. The Saudi Arabia Public Fund was the largest donor by far, dedicating $45 billion to the fund. SoftBank was second largest, of course, with their $28 billion, and then Mubadala and Apple and Foxconn and many others donated into it.
The Vision Fund is like, as you just saw, it has um, Uber would be the biggest investment for SoftBank's Vision Fund, along with ARM Holdings, Fanatics, Slack, which we used in class one day. Um, but as you can see, there are a lot of beneficiaries from this Vision Fund that will help companies as a startup. Thank you.